is a very cool thing that our school does, where instead of having our regular classes throughout the whole day, we take one specific subject and the whole day is spent learning about it. Not only do we just sit in a classroom and learn about it, we do hands-on activities like experiments and discussions with new visitors that come in. I'm very into science and experiments, and I find that very cool.
It's taking science from an abstract idea, something that they learn about in the classroom that doesn't necessarily relate to them, and taking it and making it something that relates to them, that in a way that's really tangible, they can actually see and feel.
When we get to do a lecture and then we kind of talk about it and do maybe some little project on it, it kind of helps us understand it better.
No matter whether in 6th grade or 7th grade or 8th grade, we can all participate and understand in a way.
A day like Discovery Learning Day allows us to take one subject and study it in depth from a whole range of different lenses. We can look at it through the lens of history, the lens of science, the lens of Jewish learning, the lens of literature, and see and look at all of those various kind of methodologies of learning that these kids are mastering throughout their school existence and apply it to an in-depth study of one area.
So this Discovery Learning Day is about infectious diseases, and we're learning about how they're communicated, we're learning about how to prevent them, we're learning about vaccines and antibiotics.
There are a lot of infectious diseases such as Ebola in West Africa, and I think they thought that it would be interesting for us to know more about it.
We had the Ebola outbreak and the students were constantly asking questions about it, and they were constantly trying to understand a little bit more. And this allowed students to take something that was so current, that the event that is going on literally right now in the world, and bring it back to BPY, bring it back to their education, make that something that comes to life. This year we had a component about how Jews during cholera epidemics actually reacted, and how the Jewish society and Jewish culture inculcated aspects of cholera into their society in order to react to and deal with the situation.
A lot of the time we get diseases and we don't know what started them or how to get rid of them.
We're trying to show that you should wash your hands for 20 seconds instead of 1 second. So we put this orange stuff that Mr. Colgate gave us, and then we did 5 seconds with soap. And he had a special light that when the stuff goes under the light, you can see where the germs are. Then we showed how it improves to wash for 20 seconds with soap.
We know more about it, we could tell other people about it, and they'll tell other people, and then more people will know how to take care of themselves better.
There is some diseases that are very rare yet dangerous, but there's also things like the flu, the cold, even pink eye that can be contagious, and you should just be aware of certain bacteria that can get into your body. We talked about the different kinds of things that make you sick, such as fungi, viruses, parasites, and bacteria, and how each of them work, and how doctors or scientists can tell which one you have.
Learning isn't just sitting in a classroom and just taking notes and just paying attention. Learning is really supposed to be something fun.
I like having some special days where we get educated and we have fun.
We learn not just for the test. I think this Discovery Learning Day is something that emphasizes that, because we're not getting tested on this, isn't in our normal curriculum. We're learning just to learn, to be more knowledgeable, because we love learning.
It gives you a chance to see so many more possibilities for careers, for interesting things to study in life. Knowing what's going on in the world is important. You need to know what's happening, and maybe that'll also affect what you learn in school and your everyday life.
The knowledge of anything should turn on in them, as citizens of the world, and specifically Jewish citizens of the world, a desire to take that knowledge and do something with it to build a better world for everybody.
Discovery Learning Day is a day where students are able to learn about something that's going on in the real world, but at the same time with that little BPY twist, and see some of the Judaic aspects to it.
I like that, at least, because there's no unanswered questions.
Their academics and their Judaics aren't two separate components, but rather they're two parts of the same coin, and that they together can make them a whole individual.